going on? This is Tachi. This is the Culture Lock Rundown. Y'all know the drill. Hit a couple hot topics and I'm out of your hair like I was never even there. Today we got Cardi B news. We got some Saweetie news. I never had Saweetie news. We got some LeBron and Drake news. And then we're going to wrap it up with some Jimmy Kimmel. They dropped the hammer on the man. But more on that in a few. Let's get to it. I'm Tachi. This is the Rundown. It's the Culture Lock. Let's get it. Yeah. Cardi B, in case you missed it, in case you were under a rock, she has officially announced that she is preggo with her fourth ego. Her and Stephen Diggs are expecting. Congratulations to them. I think it was probably the worst kept secret in the world. If she just followed her court case or anything, she was clearly pregnant the entire time. But she officially announced it, and that's beautiful. More life. Cardi B, new album also drops tonight, or well, tomorrow. It'll be the 19th. Her second studio album, Am I the Drama? This will be her second album in 7 years. Second studio album. It's been a long time overdue. 23 tracks, gang of features. We're expecting it to be a banger. 7 years in the wind, so that's a lot of pressure, but it looks like with the real out they're going for this, you know, she's hungry again and it's gonna have the same energy as the first album. So let's see if lightning strikes twice. But more on that when it drops. You know we're gonna be talking about it over here at the Culture Lock. But moving on, since we're stuck on the female rappers, let's keep it right there. Saweetie was recently on Hot 97 doing an interview with Nessa. And, you know, they got into a conversation about why Saweetie feels her career hasn't gone how it should have gone, or, you know, why isn't she as big as she should be. And she said, you know, she's suffering from pretty punishment. Now, you may be wondering, what's pretty punishment? Pretty sure they made it up. But it's essentially the opposite of pretty privilege. You know how, you know, as a pretty person, you get privilege. Certain things you just get to do that people that aren't, I guess, quote unquote, pretty, you know, get to do. So, you know, you get access to certain things, or you get favoritism, or things can just slide for you, you know. But Saweetie's saying that there is the opposite of that also happens. Pretty punishment, where actually people doubt you. They don't believe in you. They think you're stupid. They think you can't. They just want you for your looks around, but they don't want to let you do anything because they're jealous of you. They don't like you. So, you know.
Feel like the industry has tried to count you out? Like,
since I started.
Talk about it, man. Because I think people, look, to be honest, people see you're gorgeous. You're getting endless bags. You are, listen, that girl, right? I don't think they understand how many doors, how many rejections, how many times people have counted you out.
I saw it on TikTok. They were like, they talk about pretty privilege, but they don't talk about pretty punishment. There's been so many times I've just been counted out, and I know that it's behind animosity. I know it's because of a hidden agenda, but it makes me work harder. But this has happened like my whole life. So it's like what I deal with in the industry is just different face, same case.
Oof.
That's hilarious, but you know, maybe it is true. Maybe it is true. It was just hilarious to watch, you know, Nessa and Saweetie sitting across from each other, like trauma bonding over this pretty punishment. And if it's a thing, sure, it could be a thing. Why not? That's what we call first world problems. It's like, yeah, maybe so, but that's minute in comparison to what you get from the opposite thing. But again, that's how they feel. That's how they feel. I can do nothing but respect it. And I think you guys that are doing this to people, you know, because they're pretty, you just want to be extra mean. Listen, man, you gotta stop. All right? It has nothing to do with that, all right? you guys are hating on Saweetie. It wasn't because she was a terrible rapper. That wasn't it. That wasn't it at all. It was because you guys were hating. Not that she came into the game with no kind of skill at rapping, and she has seemed to finally learn a little bit of it now. But I'm with you, Saweetie. I wish you nothing but the best. But we're gonna move right along. So LeBron sat down with Speedy Complex, and they had an interview. And at a certain point, they lightly touched on Drake. Speedy asked LeBron about Drake.
Someone you have been friends with seemingly forever, Drake. Are y'all cool? What's the status there? Is this someone you always have love for?
Always wish him the best. Obviously, different places right now. Currently, he's doing his thing. I'm doing mine. But it's always love for sure.
And where they at with it? LeBron was pretty much like he kept it real political, real like quick, fine. He's like, we're in different places, but that's my guy. That's family. We're just in different places right now. I always wish him well. That's all he gave. So that's all he gave. So clearly, you know, they have issues that maybe they'll resolve in the future, maybe they won't, but it's not something that LeBron's gonna take his time out to really dive into. But he at least gave that answer saying that, you know, they are just in different places. And I think that's just the core of it right now for the both of them. They're just in different places. It is what it is. Darn. But moving on from the king, we're going to the king of late night, Jimmy Kimmel. His show, the Jimmy Kimmel Show, has recently been suspended indefinitely by the network. Why? Because Jimmy had a bit during his opening monologue about Charlie Kirk and that situation that we all know that happened. And they didn't like what he said.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half-staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. He's at the fourth stage of grief, construction. Demolition, construction. This is not how an adult grieves the murder of someone he called a friend. This is how a 4-year-old mourns a goldfish, okay?
I didn't think it was that bad. I didn't think it was bad at all what he said when you sat and listened to it. It's really talking about Trump. But he's talking about people, the MAGA people that are, you know, running with it and things of that nature. But I guess the network just, they don't want to get involved with. I won't say, I'm not going to jump into the conspiracy that the network is so MAGA, so conservative, or, you know, and it's some kind of like Cold War now between the liberals and the MAGA folk. But I just think it's a scary precedent because, you know, we're supposed to have freedom of speech, right? You're supposed to be able to say what you want to say, without the threat of the powers that be now are saying, hey, we're just going to unplug your show. You know, but this is what happens. And people in power are going to do powerful things. We'll see how it goes. I mean, hopefully this is resolved and fixed and Jimmy Kimmel's back on TV. I don't know how. I mean, that relationship with the network is probably going to be pretty, it's pretty weird now, but we'll see. It is what it is. But I'm out of here. That's all I had. That's all I wanted to say. It's that time of year where it's hot, then it's cold, then it's hot, then it's cold. I want to say that too. But remember, this is the Culture Lock. I'm Tachi. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. We got a lot of content on the way. Some that's just sitting in the tank, just sitting in the chamber. We're just waiting. But just stay tuned, stay locked in. We're gonna stay locked in, and we'll be back before you know it. I'm out of here. Peace.